Alright guys, Red here. Today we're going to be talking about mining. There was an Inside Star Citizen recently, and it's looking like mining's going to be getting a balance pass. It was said that this would hopefully facilitate expert miners that still need a challenge. Essentially, all the mining modules and heads and consumable gadgets etc. have all been adjusted, and the descriptions have been cleaned up so that the positives and negatives of each are more prominent. All the mineable items have had their values shifted in terms of resistance and instability etc. This should lead to the player looking to match mining heads with certain resources before they go out mining. Iron will be added as well. For now this will just be a ship mining exclusive to begin with. A mineral called Genolite will be added as well, which will be exclusive to caves and hand mining. This was added in an effort to make hand mining more attractive and profitable. The team have changed how resources are distributed throughout the Stanton system, and this was in an apparent effort to future-proof the resource spawning going forward. This should help the players when it comes to crafting, as the players will know what specific locations will hold certain resources. They did this by breaking them into groups, one group being standard materials, which would include base materials like copper and iron and aluminium, and these will now mostly spawn around certain locations. For example, aluminium will now mostly spawn around the Crusader system, copper around Microtech etc. This is subject to change however, and doesn't mean that there's now zero chance of you finding materials throughout Stanton, especially the asteroid belt, which will remain pretty diverse, but there will be hotspots like finding aluminium around Crusader and so on. The other group is rarity based, and from what I understand they look like they will be tied to certain standard materials, and their spawn locations will be tied as well. Mining interface improvements have been made, reducing a lot of the clutter and reorganising the information into a more streamlined presentation, including an indicator for easy, challenging or impossible rocks for a solo ship at least. And that brought us to the last change. There are now rocks that can only be mined in a multi-crew scenario, bringing them all back alive with new functionality that will allow all the mining lasers to synchronise under one computer, granting an instability bonus on the target rock. The composition of the materials will now have an effect on the mass of the rock, meaning some materials will inevitably need friends to mine the denser materials. It was said that this will not make single player mining worthless, and that it will make it more interesting, as the redistribution of materials and where they are demanded will still make everything profitable. The team is very confident that this will be available in the 3.19 release. That's all we've got for this video. Remember, like and subscribe for more Star Citizen comms delivered straight to your Mobiglass feed. 07 guys.